In fact, Santya Gora, our correspondent from Mumbai, is also joining us live from KM Hospital. So, Santya, we just heard those doctors who met Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya just a short while back, and the response that they were giving to that meeting was not pretty positive. They were partially satisfied with the assurances that have been given by the centre. How are the doctors in Mumbai responding?
So, Gauri, you were actually talking to these resident doctors here in Mumbai's KM Hospital, and just before we started speaking, we were discussing that only, and they were telling that how they are yet to get, as the meeting wasn't really conclusive per se, and they're also yet to get a response from the Federation of Resident Doctor Association and other associations. So, when we were speaking earlier, we spoke about the fact that how there's a meeting which was, at that time, it was before Health Minister's meeting with your representatives. Now, any kind of communication, as you told me, you haven't received any communication, but are you planning to contact the other organizations, or are you also going to wait till the evening?
Our state organization, Central MAD, is in contact with Federation of Resident Doctors Association, FODA, at New Delhi. So once FODA comes to a conclusion, our representatives from Central MAD are also part of FODA. So they'll reach a consensus, and then a statewide meeting will be kept. And uske baad we'll be able to decide what is exactly going to be the situation for the next day. The progress of the events will be decided by Central MAD.
So till then, you guys will not contribute to the OPD part of the hospital, but rest of the functions you are a part of.
Yes. Only we are withdrawing resident from the ward OPDs. But in this time, the patient care is not hampering, because there is one senior, was a SR lecturer. They are superior to us. They are working the OPD in the spite of us.
So rest 560 resident doctors of KM hospitals, they are doing their ward duties, lab duties, and what are the duties?
So all other services apart from OPD services, which will include emergencies, ICUs, COVID wards, and all other wards will still be functioning. No patient care will be hampered. All the lecturers and permanent job holders like professors will be there in OPDs to tend to patients. Only the resident doctors will be on strike.
Okay, one thing which I would like to understand from all of you, see, anyway, your fraternity was extremely overworked in last more than almost a couple of years because of coronavirus. And with this 270 students which KM Hospital was supposed to get post-NET counseling, that didn't happen. So if you can explain to our viewers in terms of your daily routine, how did it change once the earlier batch, as in the most senior batch, left and you guys were short of 270 residents? If any one of you can explain, in terms of number of hours, how exactly you used to start your day earlier and now how it is different?
Yeah, so actually I belong from a general medicine branch, and coming from a KEM hospital, which is one of the heaviest colleges in the country. So earlier we used to work for around 12 to 14 hours a day. Now we have to work for more than 16 to 18 hours a day. Apart from 24 hours emergency days, and sometimes we have to work for 48 hours in a stretch. So with 66% of the people working and with new strains of COVID, so we have to work in COVID as well as non-COVID wards also. So it's very, very cumbersome, and it's very frustrating for us to work in both the wards with very less number of residents. We have to work for more than 16 hours, 18 hours a day. And with no holidays, with no Sundays, since last 1.5 years, none of us has went for a official holiday as such.
How long you guys haven't?
Since we are working since 1.5 years.
Without any holidays?
So actually, when we are working in a hospital like that, it's very difficult to get away from ward work. And with less number of residents working, it's very hard for us to get time for sleep and food also.
So week offs, do you guys get regular week offs now?
For non-clinical branches, there are week offs, but for clinical branches, there are no week offs. Even with residents, they do not get week offs. Even with 100% strength, clinical branches, most of them do not have week offs.
Okay, if you can, this is for all the viewers to understand. When you say clinical branches and non-clinical branches, what exactly are you referring
to? Clinical branches are like surgery, medicine, orthopedic, pediatrics, OBGY. These are the clinical branches, in which there is admission of patients. And the non-clinical branch like pharmacology, microbiology, and community medicine, there is only OPD services and other work.
Most resident doctors still get their offs, but the clinical branches, they don't.
That is a very meager number. Okay. Comparing if for KEM, OBGY has 36 residents, medicine has 23. Anesthesia has 36 residents, so this is like a huge strength. But when you go for non-clinical branches, it is around 5 to 6 residents, and these residents still have their own administrative duties and other duties that we do.
There's no relief for them also. Okay, and it is what you do during your hospital working hours. That is the practical part of your learning, your course, right? I'm sure for further knowledge, for further studies, there's a huge part which is theoretical as well. So how do you manage to, take out time for that, especially under these circumstances where first you have COVID pressure, workload, and second, no new resident doctors because of delayed NET counseling?
So firstly, because of the reduced number of doctors, when these people, when clinical branches specifically, they have to come for theory classes, they have to have case presentations. They have to take time off from their ward duty, emerge duty, and then come for these lectures and academic activity. Which doesn't happen when you have lesser number of doctors present in the emerge or when you have lesser number of doctors in the wards. There is going to be a decreased amount of attention given to the academics part, which has already been happening for the last 1.5 years. Academic activity has become very minimum. Like for KEM, it is a very prestigious institute. It's one of the premier institutes of the country. But the academic activity here has come down very drastically comparing the previous batches. The way we are getting our knowledge is directly from the field work, like on work duty knowledge only. So that is very hampered here. And maybe if we get juniors, this situation can be a little better. We are not saying it will be absolutely better, but it will be a little
There will be some relief. So these are, thanks a lot for speaking to us. So these are some of the doctors from KEM Hospital who spoke to us. And this is what they are going through, Gauri. First, they are not even getting week off, something which is extremely necessary for everybody who is working, some time off. That is something which you need. No vacations, no holidays, and also because they're resident doctors. They are here to learn, they are here to study. They also prepare themselves for further studies. So their academic side is also getting hampered because of this delay of NEET counseling, and that's exactly why these doctors, these resident doctors, along with the rest of the resident doctors across the country, are on the strike. Gauri.
Right.